Next guest, very big YouTuber. I really appreciate and enjoy his content. You can check him out, like I said, on YouTube. It is 99.6 The Howl. We'll bring him on. And I
Yeah.
enjoy the Clayton Keller jersey, by the way. That's a nice touch. Really enjoy that. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. Can you hear me all right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes, it is. It's time for a beverage. First of all, how do we feel about the new logo for the Mammoth?
Oh, I love it. The mammoth looks very fierce, intimidating. It's the perfect name for what Bill Armstrong's trying to create here. I mean, you can't get more perfect than that. He loves size. He's a size king. So the mammoth is literally perfect. Literally
Nice.
perfect.
Nice. You should take that on Twitter before somebody else does. The size
You
king.
should.
I think that'd be a
Yeah.
good handle for sure.
I called him the monster yesterday in my JJ Paterka
Nice.
video. I got a lot of nicknames for this guy. This guy doesn't care about anything except making his team better. And if it takes trading the son of a legend, it takes trading the son of a legend.
No, absolutely. I'm glad you brought up the JT Paterka trade. So with that acquisition as well, there are 15 total players in the league that are 23 years or younger that have scored 60 points in the season in the NHL. The Utah Mammoth now have three of them with JT Paterka, Logan Cooley, and then Dylan Gunther as well, or Gunther, excuse me. So just as far as kind of what we talked about with San Jose a little bit, just this young core. I mean, is there, as far as adding to it, where do you see the Mammoth going with this fourth overall pick? Because there's a lot of talk about them maybe possibly trading it for a different player, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much talk about the Islanders wanting fourth overall, but I'm like, you're only getting it if you're sending over Barzal or maybe Horvat retained. Anything other than that, I wouldn't trade this fourth overall pick. But before Paterka, we for sure needed a top six scoring forward, whether wing or center. Now that we got Paterka, it's like, okay, there's still one more scoring winger position open. Right now it's occupied by Schmaltz. Only has one more year. I unfortunately really don't see him part of the future plans for Utah. So there is a scoring winger position open, which is why I want them to pick Martone. But they see this is their last shot, fourth overall. They shouldn't even be here. They should have been. They should have been at number 14. I didn't even watch the draft lottery. I was like on the way home from a road trip. I'm like, I don't care. I'm a Coyotes fan. Like, you know how much the draft lottery has tortured me, and then to see them jump up to 4, it's like they could beef up they need to beef up their center position.
Yeah.
And at fourth overall is where you get a stud centerman. They got Cooley at number 3. So they could go for the center position, but I wanted Frondell now that he's taken. It's like Desnoyers. There's like a black mark for people who players from the Quebec League. A lot of scouts don't like players from there. So some mock drafts put Desnoyers a bit lower. Hagens, he's a bit too small for Bill Armstrong. I'll flat out say that. But, some GMs like to pick best player available over needs of a team. But Bill Armstrong repeatedly says he needs size in his forward group. But Utah's been connected to Brady Martin and Jake O'Brien. But again, they're touted, they're expected to go near 10, like maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I don't know if you use a fourth overall to pick one of those guys. And McQueen is a wild card. I mean, he had a back surgery, spinal issues, but he's a huge, big boy. He's a mammoth of a man. So
nice. Like that.
You might see Bill Armstrong take a swing at Roger McQueen.
No, 100%.
Well, you mentioned son of legends and a scoring position available on the wing. How do you feel about TJ Ginla?
I mean, it's hard to talk about Ginla because he was injured all last season. I think he only played 20 games and injured his hip in November or December, and he didn't play since. So it's been unfortunate how one of our best prospects, it's like you barely saw him play. I could barely make analysis videos on him. So he's kind of like on the back burner. I've been more intrigued with Cole Baudouin, who we also drafted in the first round last year. And Daniel Boot, the Russian we just signed. We'll see where he fits into the group. Maybe he might bake a little bit in the American Hockey League, but Iginla was one of my favorite players growing up. Same with Shane Doan. So it was awesome to have both of their sons on the team I cheer for. Obviously, they traded Josh, but still have Iginla. I'm excited for his continued development, and hopefully he's fully healthy up to 100%. And he has a great season next year. Are you guys ahead of me right now? I see the guest announcing the pick.
It might be.
Yeah, I don't have an official.
You can call it in if you see it.
I think I'm behind you guys.
He's yelling it. He's yelling it right now, I think.
I do not have it on X yet.
I love the logo above him. Look how intimidating that logo is.
I like the mountains on the top. That's such a nice touch. Really
yes,
a nice touch.
100%.
Reminds me of the Wild, where you have just that background.
Oh, who's this?
It looks like we're.
Oh, it is Desnoyers.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Okay,
he was gaining a lot of traction. Some of the pods I was listening to while prepping, he's been like climbing for the last 2 months now.
He had a great playoff. He plays with one of our other prospects, Gabe Smith, for Moncton in the Quebec League. 6'2" centerman, but he's 172 pounds. This guy's got to beef up. This kid's got to beef up. But 84 points in 56 games played. He had 24 points in 13 playoff games. This guy wants to win. He's got a cerebral offensive mind, strong on the face-off, great work ethic. So hopefully he fits in well. It'll take some time, I think, maybe 2 years. But it's good they drafted a centerman. Really glad about that.
Yeah, and they need that top six, but even just to have that developmental backbone, just keep in the pipeline is, for sure. Because I think there was maybe talks too about them adding somebody else to go with Sergachev as well. I think that was probably before Dobson got dealt. But yeah, things are definitely looking up for the Utah Mammoth. You got the great logo. You've got the great new arena. Is it Ryan Smith, right, is the owner, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's good to have, I guess, the hockey culture that he's behind and actually making it a good business venture. Have you been to the new arena yet?
No, I live in Toronto, if you can believe
it.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Okay. Real quick before you go, how'd you become a Coyotes fan?
Long story. I hated the color blue when I was an infant, so I gravitated towards red teams, went from Detroit, Calgary, and then Coyotes in 2010, stuck with them since, and now they're Utah. So
okay. Well, fair enough. Well, we appreciate that. Well, again, we appreciate you joining us. Check him out on 99.6 The Howl on YouTube. Real quick, like I said, I didn't get that chance to ask Mike, but I already know how Mike feels about this. Are the Florida Panthers, are they a dynasty? Are they considered a dynasty as it stands right now?
Modern day dynasty, yeah.
Okay. God, we cannot get anyone to say no.
Three cup finals in a row. That's pretty good.
Winning two of them. Yeah.
Yes, that is pretty good. Well, again, we appreciate your time. Enjoy another cold one for us. We do appreciate you joining us. And
take care. Yeah.
Absolutely. You too.
This was great. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.